Hi, I'm Jenna, also known as RetroLemon, and this is episode 88. So, I'm going to start off by apologizing because I know the lighting today absolutely sucks. I have two lights on. I have an overhead light and a lamp, and I have the window open, which I don't know if it'd help more to close it. But, it's raining. It's been raining all day, and I was really hoping it'd clear up, and not a chance. So, apologies ahead of time. I totally know it sucks. And, but I want to thank all returning viewers for coming back each and every week. And a big hello to new viewers. I'm so glad you joined us. And normally it's not this dark and dreary. So, oh gosh, so much going on this week. I really didn't get a lot of knitting time. My kitty Lucy is sick. So there's been lots of tending to her and lots of cleaning because of her. So I've just been drained, really drained. But I do have some things to show you. First we'll get knit-alongs out of the way. We do currently have going on for the month of October our Adopt a Blob knit-along. Be like, yay! So awesome to see people getting creative with their blobs. People have used buttons. Someone just posted ones with mustaches, and I'm like, why didn't I think of that, right? So yay, this week's example for you is made out of Dancing Dog Dye Works in the Squish and Shout base in the colorway called Puppy Tails. And Dancing Dog Dye Works did generously send a skein of yarn for yarn support. So a huge thank you to Michelle of Dancing Dog Dye Works. So get them in. I love seeing them, and I love hearing all the positive feedback about the pattern. People are saying it's fast and easy and they want to knit tons of them, which is what I love to hear. So thank you all so much. And then our other knit along that is going on until the end of the month is the Entrock. So I don't think we're going to do color work for November and December. I don't have time, and I can't remember if I talked about this last week, and if I did, apologies. But I know I'm not going to have time to do it, and I don't know that many other people will, and I don't want to stress me out or stress anybody else out, so, but I've had so much fun doing the technique knit-alongs, and I'm so thankful to all of you that have given me such positive feedback as well. So that's been really awesome. So you do have until the end of October. I think you have until October 30th at noon, and the blobs you have until October 31st at midnight. So it's so awesome. Lots of dishcloths. Someone made an Entrock sweater. I'm like, awesome. Someday I really want to do that. So really cool. Keep them coming in. And that's it for knit-alongs. So I released a new pattern yesterday, and I'm so excited. I was so excited to get it out there and finally share it with you, because it's not a toy. If you haven't seen it, it's a cowl. So this is Breakaway, and it is my second accessory and my first cowl. So this one, it might be dark, it might be hard for you to see the pattern, and I have a lighter one, but this is my favorite one. This is the main pattern. Like I said, I don't know if it's too dark to see. It's a lace weight. Leading Men Fiber Arts, who is run by Steve of Dramatic Knits and his partner Andy, generously provided yarn support, and I'm so excited because I got Steve's favorite colorway called Perfection, and it's so soft. Knitting with it's Box Office is the name of the base, and like I said, it is a worsted weight. It's so ridiculously soft, like uber soft, and so drapey, like for a worsted weight. And it's one of those yarns that you totally want like around your neck or by your face because you so want to cuddle it. So let's see, get it all. I hate not having a mirror. I want a camera where I can see myself so bad. So this is Breakaway. So it's a really quick knit. I was inspired because I really wanted something quick and easy for myself. And I guess I kind of was just in the mood to design a cowl. So then I thought, well, why not put it out there? The feedback's been really positive, and the compliments on the picture, that's the project picture, has been so sweet of everybody. It was taken out in my yard. My husband took the picture. So somebody had asked me if I had it professionally done, and I'm like, nope, just my Nikon, and it's not even like one of the fancy Nikons with the lenses and all that. It's just a fancy Coolpix. It is the Coolpix with the zoom and all that. But anyways, it was such a nice picture, and it really shows off the yarn. I would have liked maybe to have been able to show off the pattern a little more, but it was kind of hard. So I did put on the pattern page a picture of it flat and blocking so you can really see the pattern. Because, you know, just around your neck, it's kind of hard without really, you know. But super, oh, I love this yarn so much. I so would love a sweater out of it someday. Someday, maybe. Like I said, it has a nice drape. Oh, it's so awesome. So really, Steve and Andy, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really, really appreciate it because, like the name of the colorway, it really made the pattern be perfection. And I'm super excited about it. And it's so nice that it's fall and it's cooling off and I can wear it. So now I knit mine, like when I designed the pattern, I kind of designed it to be knit from the bottom up. But one of my testers, because of the way the lace is, which I'll show you the other, this is the other sample. So you probably can see the pattern better on this one because it's just too dark today. The pattern tester had loved, because at the bottom the way the stitches pull it up before you blocking, it's kind of really scalloped. And she liked hers, what I consider upside down. But that's the awesome thing about knitting is there is really no top and bottom, you know. You can wear it either way. It doesn't look bad either way. It's just kind of the way the eyelets are, you know. So, but she didn't block hers because she liked the way it kind of scalloped. So I thought that was kind of neat too. So this one was knit out of Madeline Tosh Vintage, which is a worsted weight as well, in the Grasshopper colorway. Show you again. And I just dug this out of my stash. I had it in my stash for quite a while. And I was just going through, and I got a new coat this winter because my other one doesn't fit. It's too big. And my other coat was almost about this color, maybe a little darker. And I love it. It's like my favorite color. So I thought I bought a black coat this year because they didn't have a green one that I liked anywhere I checked. It's all blues and wine colors and blacks and browns and white. So I was like, oh, well, I was looking through my stash and I found this. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to make myself with it to go with my new coat. So this definitely has a little more structure to it. Like I said, this is really drapey. And this is really soft as well. Definitely not as soft as the Leading Men Fiber Arts box office. And then I had gone to Goodwill with my daughter. She really wanted to go because we had taken a big donation and dropped it off. And I found a coat, or a jacket. It's a jacket. It's not like a winter coat. That is the same color as my winter coat from last year. And that looked really good with this. It really popped the teal color against the avocado-y green. But I love it. I've gotten such positive feedback about it, so I'm so glad there's so many other people that like it. It always makes you feel good as a designer to get positive feedback. So that is Breakaway, and I named it Breakaway because I was looking at the pattern, and it kind of, like the way the lace is, the pattern kind of comes up and it breaks away from it continuously. You know, the pattern comes up and breaks away, so kind of what inspired the name. I mean, it is a Kelly Clarkson song That's a great song, I think. But not necessarily the reason I named it that. So that's kind of the whole behind the name, because I'm sure, I don't know, some people might assume it's the song, but no, it's just the way the pattern kind of comes up and breaks away over and over. I thought it was fitting. Finished objects. So besides my samples, which I had finished before, I do have one. And it is in my bag that Pixie Knit sent me. Super cute. Love the owls. Love this bag. It's such a big bag. And I didn't need a bag this big to put my projects in, but I really wanted to use it. And I finished a Turn a Square hat by Jared Flood. I guess I can model it. Why not? Probably mess my hair up, but I really don't care. Because I love this hat pattern. This is my favorite hat pattern for just a basic, simple hat. Now you do get the square, you know, and it's supposed to be striped. But I've knit hats with this pattern that with variegated yarn and just didn't stripe it. I just like the way the hat fits. So you could do it solid with a variegated, it looks cool, or follow the pattern and do the stripes. It is a Christmas present for my daughter. My daughter wanted a striped hat, and she wants a striped scarf, which I think I'm going to make her knit the scarf herself. And she wants the Rock Strata mitts, which are stripes by Josh Ricks. So I'm hoping I have enough yarn from the hat, because they weren't quite full skeins. Close. Well, I think the black might, no, it still wasn't a full skein. I had made one of my Lulu Ladybug samples out of this yarn. And so it's what's left from that. So I got the hat. I'm hoping to get the mitts out of it too. And then I will order one more skein each for her to knit herself the scarf. So, but those, the Rock Strata mitts and the Turn a Square hat, oh, I guess I should tell you the yarn, will be Christmas gifts. And she wanted red and black because her winter coat is black. And she loves red. And she looks so good in red because she has dark hair. The red looks so good on her. So, yeah, that's what I did. And I am knitting it out of Breakaway Vintage in the berries and cast iron colorways. So the berries, obviously red, cast iron black. So I figured it's a nice washable acrylic wool blend. And not overly expensive, so if it gets lost at school or whatever, I'm not out a whole lot and I can always make her another one. So that's it for finished objects. I only have one, and then I only have one work in progress to show you this week. I did not work on my autumn shawl, which is the interlock shawl I've been knitting. I just didn't have time. I was so trying to get to the point where I am on my traveling sweater, and I needed the hat. I needed a little project, kind of as a palette cleanser, just something easy. And with the cat being sick and all the house cleaning, it just didn't happen this week. I don't think I'll have it done by the end of the month, which kind of bums me out a little, but it'll be okay. So last week I had said, my big old travel, it's heavy. I mean, there's a lot of weight here. I had said that I had 2.5 wedges to go to complete the circular body part of the traveling sweater, and I did. So I still have to put it on scrap yarn. You have to take it off the needles and put it on scrap yarn. And so I still have to do that, but otherwise all 8 wedges are done. It's huge. It's so ridiculously big. Like, oh my gosh. So it's a little over 2 skeins of the Blue Moon Fiber Arts Woo Boo in the Ravenscroft colorway, just to do the body. So that is a lot. So now I just need to, I haven't cut the yarn from the ball, because I don't know if you're supposed to, or I don't know if you're supposed to leave a really long tail for the seaming. So I have to read ahead in the pattern. I literally finished the 8th wedge, the final wedge, of the body and packed it up and haven't touched it since. I'm getting it all tangled. Leave it to me. But I'm so excited. Like, I am just so happy to have this part done. So now I just have to make the sleeves, and then all of the dreaded seaming will happen. So I'm really hoping that the rest of the 3rd ball, which is right here, I've been using it from the outside only because these skeins were so huge. I didn't want a big collapsed mess, because normally I'm an inside puller. I like to pull my yarn from the inside, but these were so big and I was just afraid it was going to be a tangled mess. So I did pull from the outside, which I hate. I'm hoping this will be enough to do both sleeves. I really don't want to crack into another skein. But if I have to, I have to. But I'm excited that I should have enough sport weight yarn to make like a short sleeve or a tank garment. That like really excites me. Not that I want to make it anytime soon because I don't want to knit with the same yarn. But I was thinking, I'm like, maybe I could find somebody who has a couple skeins of Woo Boo or something, and maybe they'll want to trade for a different color. Because I like the yarn. The yarn is really soft. It is merino and bamboo, so it'll have a nice drape. I'm not, like, I don't think I want to knit a whole garment in gray that isn't like an accessory piece. Like, to me, the traveling sweater, it's a cardigan, you don't wear it by itself. It's like an accessory piece. So you can wear a bright color underneath it, or, you know, something and wear it over it. But we'll see. If not, I will make something with it because it was, I mean, it's expensive. At least to me. I mean, you get good yardage. You get a lot of yardage. But, so, I mean, I guess it is expensive because it's a large quantity, therefore it costs more. But I guess it's not overly expensive because you get a lot for your money. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's a good deal, but not when you have to buy a crap ton of it. So that is my only works in progress. Like I said, that is the Traveling Sweater by A. Karen Alfke. And no reviews this week, because I know some people don't like reviews, but if I get some, I don't review it just to review it. I review it because I bought it and I wanted to share if I feel it's worth the money. I do have one Yarny goodness to show you that I am so excited about. So excited. So I decided to break my yarn diet because, I mean, I haven't been all like, I'm on a yarn diet, but I kind of have been. You know, the holidays are coming up, and the kids went back to school, so the money to just buy yarn has not been there, and I don't need more yarn. Like, I keep telling myself, you need to stash dive and love the things that you already have. Like with my cowl. I had two skeins of Madelinetosh in the Grasshopper colorway of the vintage base, and I'm like, that was perfect. So perfect. I didn't need to go buy yarn for it. I'm trying so hard to whittle down the stash a little. I'd love to do like one of those years of nothing but stash yarn, but I don't own like a lot of sweater quantities and stuff like that to be able to just completely do that. So, but it would be nice. I'm just saying. Anyways, I wrote my yarn diet for this because I want it every time I see it. And I've even gone and added it to my cart a couple times and then set it free. But I couldn't do it anymore. So I did place a special order for this. And I'm so glad I did. And I kind of have a design in mind for it. But it's one of those things I'm not 100% about. So if it doesn't work out, it'll probably be like a hitchhiker or a trillion or some little shawlette because there's only one skein. And it is Leading Men Fiber Arts in the foliage colorway. I know, the coveted foliage, and I know you've heard about it, but these are my colors. Even my husband saw that and was like, oh my god, that's like you on yarn. So I was so excited. I messaged Steve and was like, okay, I have to have a skein of this. Like, I have to have a skein of this. And I know it's Andy who dyes up all the foliage, so Andy totally rocks this. And, oh God, I love it so much. So it is on the Showstopper base, which is it is a merino nylon. I don't remember if I'm thinking it's an 80-20. Pretty sure it's an 80-20 and not a 75-25 or something like that. Anyways, it's super soft. It's wonderful. It's the same base that I knit my Teasdale out of. So I already know it's going to be fabulous to knit with. So you do get greens. And then I'm so excited because when I saw this, or browns, but greens, this green right here, right there, all-time favorite green. Like, this is my all-time absolute favorite color. Like, someday, be prepared, Steve, because someday when I can save up the money, I want a garment quantity of this green right here. And then, of course, it's my favorite kind of rusty oranges, and then it's like this kind of a tealy grayish blue that just complements. These are like my three favorite colors, like a kind of aqua washed out blue and the orange and the green, my green, and then the brown. And it's fall. It totally, if it wasn't raining today, you would look outside, and this is all the beautiful colors of where I'm at. Beautiful Ohio in October. And I'm sure Illinois looks pretty much the same, because that's where they are, is Illinois. So, and then, oh, there's also like a little bit of a gray. It's kind of hidden in here. A little bit of like a gray right here. Or like a washed out natural color where it's just gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I've been wanting to open this up and wind it since I got it, but I wanted to show all of you its awesomeness before I did. So I'm so excited that tonight I can play with it. Like I said, I guess it's kind of like a gray, or it kind of looks almost like it's natural with an overwash. I mean, the whole thing looks like it has an overwash on it. But I could be totally wrong. But I'm so excited about this green. Like, I can't even get over how much I am in love with this green. Because it's my green. My whole house is painted that exact green. It's so funny. I held it up to the wall in the living room. My husband's like, leave it to you. Leave it to you to... I stink at skating yarn. He's like, leave it to you to find yarn that is all the colors of my house and favorites, and it had to be mine. So thank you, Steve, and Andy, of course, since I know he's the one that does this colorway, for doing the custom order. I love indie dyers that are willing to do customs, because I'm always willing to wait if they're willing to do it. But it was super fast. Like, I asked for it, and like 2 days later, I swear it was in the mail, and I got it 2 days after that. So super fast shipping. And then I got a button. I was so excited. I'm like, I got a Dramatic Knits button. Yay! I love buttons. It'll go in my button bag. So that's it for the goodies. So I'm so excited. I can't wait to play with that. I'm just over the moon. I've petted it and squeezed it and squished it so many times. So don't forget Breakaway. Go get it. Favorite it. Like it. No, I guess it's favoriting. There's no liking on Ravelry except for posts. Anyways, add it to your queue. I would love to do a knit along with it in like November or something. I'm curious what you all think about that. Because I think I'm going to knit some for gifts for Christmas. Because it's an awesome, quick pattern. With worsted weight yarn, you only need one skein. Awesome. Okay, so that's it for the knitting. So if you're leaving me now, I totally understand. And I'll see you next week. And if you're sticking around, we're moving into A Slice of Life. Okay, so as I had mentioned before, Lucy has been really sick. And I guess to kind of give you an idea of what's wrong with her, she has gotten the nickname Squirt lately. So there's been lots of cleaning in my house. Lots of paper towels, Clorox wipes, and mopping that's been going on. And it like all started Saturday night and is still going on. And we're hoping we took her off her kitten food. Now we had been weaning her off, but we totally had, because she wasn't eating it. Our other cat was eating it, and he was getting fat, and she was not eating it, so why buy it? So I'm hoping we went and bought more, giving it to her. She'll eat a little, she'll drink a little. It was looking really bad yesterday morning. Yesterday morning I was really, really concerned. So we're just trying to keep fluids in her, and so either way, lots of cleaning. Well, over the weekend, my husband and sons had gone on a camping trip weekend. So they were doing that, so it was just me and my daughter. Well, after she would go to bed, I totally got in this bad habit, and this started when my husband got the job he has now a few years ago. I would watch Hoarders on Netflix. So I had gotten through all the season of Hoarders. I don't remember which channel. I don't have cable, so I didn't originally see it there. I got through Hoarders on Netflix, and then I started on Hoarding. And they only had like half of the first season at first, so then he was done on third shift, so I haven't watched it in a really long time. Well, he was gone over the weekend, and Hoarding was like new episodes, so I watched it late at night. So now I'm in like a total cleaning kick. Like I put it on, and like I start scrubbing down my whole house, and I'm not even a hoarder. But I have to say, my grandmother is a hoarder. She's one of those people. She could be on that TV show. She's been really ill, so my mom's been going in and cleaning her house. And my mom swears up and down, it's totally not that bad anymore. My mom's like, Grandma can't get up around and anything. All she can do is yell at me. So I get a lot done. And my mom knows you just can't throw it out. Like, you gotta, like, go through the process, right? Like, because we did that so many times. Like, people would go clean out her house, and it would all come back. Like, not the same stuff, but it would just happen again. And, I definitely can relate to some things, like, where she comes from. I'm very sentimental with things. Like, I just have things that people have given me or reminded me. Like, I have those willow tree angels, which are not my thing, that people have given me, and I'm like terrified to throw them out because I'm afraid I'm going to hurt their feelings or, you know, something. And they're on the shelf in a closet. You can't even see them when you open the door because they're probably towards the back, and I should just get rid of them. I'm like, I get it. I totally get some of the reasons why she doesn't want to get rid of some things. But let me tell you, I watched that show, and knowing what my mom's dealing with, cleaning out her house, and, the rain really just picked up. It's pouring. I don't know that you can hear it. Anyways, and I'm terrified that when my grandma goes, I'm going to get recruited to clean the house. Like, so far, I have not set foot in the house in 10 years, and I refuse to go and help clean it out. I've refused. I have allergies, and I'm like, I'm not putting myself in what I feel is a toxic situation. And it makes me sad because this didn't start until, like, my mom's the oldest, so it didn't start until, like, the youngest flew the coop. And it just, like, the house was never, it was always a little cluttered, but, like, the empty nest syndrome kicked in, and it was out of control. So I've been cleaning, like I said, between the cat and just, my husband calls it, what did he call it, I just get my like, manic cleaning spells. Like, everything has to be clean. Like, everything has to be clean. Like, this morning, all I did before I recorded was clean. Just because it's just one of those things. Like, it's a paranoia of mine. Like, I'm afraid, like, if I don't when I feel like I need to clean, if I don't do it, like I'm gonna like end up a hoarder or something. I don't know. I mean, I guess I hoard yarn, which is another reason. Like I was all like, oh my god, that 110-gallon tub of Red Heart downstairs, like, let's just take the whole tub to Goodwill. Like, that's really in the back of my mind. Like, why hoard yarn I'm probably never going to use? And let's just let it go. So that's kind of where I've been all week, is in my head of letting everything go. Like, it's okay. It's just stuff. And just let it go. And cleaning, like I'm nooks and crannies and mopping floors and cleaning everything I can like do at the moment. It's crazy. So, marathon cleaning, that's what he calls it. I like get in this marathon cleaning mode, and I don't want to be an old lady with stuff. Like I already am assuming I will be an old crazy cat lady, and I don't want to be a crazy hoarding cat lady on top of it all. And I'm not ripping on hoarders at all. Please don't. Like I said, my grandma, who is one of the people I love most on this planet, is an extreme hoarder, and she's the most loving, caring person ever. She just has too much stuff. And she's not one of those hoarders, like when you think of hoarders, like food containers and filth, and she doesn't have pets, thank God. It's just stuff that she buys. Like all these bargains. Lots of knick-knacky type things and just stuff. So now I think that she's been ill and she's on hospice care. I mean, it must be well enough. I mean, hospice comes in and it's not an issue and they're not making an issue of it. It had gotten bad at one point. But now that I think that it's bad, she wants to get rid of it. Like, she wants to give her stuff away and know it's going to a good home. So anyways, that's my week. Enough about hoarders and TV. And I'm like, Netflix needs to get some new episodes of Doctor Who and other stuff, so I have something other to watch than hoarding. So, you know, it's totally crazy because I had a great week exercise-wise. I started back up the 30-day shred. I think this is week 3, and I'm doing it every other day. Not doing it every day. I know Jillian Michael says now not to do it every day, no more than 2 or 3 days in a row, and then to take a rest day. But every other day seems to be working really well for me. And I kind of fell off the exercise bandwagon Sunday. So I didn't work out Sunday or Monday, like I did work out Saturday. And I swear those couple days off totally threw me. And we had gone over to my mother's Sunday for dinner because I don't know how my grandpa got my grandma there because she's not getting around real well, but she did. They did, and we had this we're a big Italian family, and there was homemade lasagna. There was garlic bread with cheese. There was fried eggplant that was then baked with sauce and cheese, and everything had cheese on it. And then there was, my mom makes the most amazing homemade pumpkin roll and carrot cake cupcakes, both with cream cheese, right? Cream cheese frosting and cream cheese in the roll, and everything was cheese. I love cheese, almost more than I love chocolate. And I mean, I didn't overdo it. I had one big hunkin' piece of lasagna that was like this thick, right? Lots of cheese. Lots of provolone and ricotta, and it was so good. I only had one, but you know, it's one of those things where my mom was just cutting lasagna up, setting plates out, and you just came up and grabbed one. And there were cousins there and aunts, and it was so much fun. And I ate. And I ate one piece of pumpkin roll, and I ate half a cupcake. I split it with my son, the cupcake. I had one piece of garlic bread. I did have 2 pieces of fried eggplant because I love it so much. And I was full. I was like stuffed to the gills. And I had a little gain. So a 0.2 gain. I think if I would have worked out Monday, I would have at least maintained. So I'm trying to get back with it. This whole cleaning thing has totally just kind of thrown off my exercise schedule, especially with the rain. I was going to go running today, and it rained. So, crazy week, stressful week. It's all feeling kind of just overwhelming with my grandma being sick because she's like my other mother. We're extremely close. My cat being sick, and then just the impulse to clean. And I guess I clean when I get stressed too sometimes. I either eat or I clean, and eating's not really an option because I totally want to drown myself in like chocolate and cheese and bread. So now I'm cleaning. So, okay, that's it for me because all I can think right now is I need to turn this off, get it uploaded and clean. And I do have a toy pattern I'm working on. I'm caught up on one part, and I just think all this stress kind of has me in a mental block. So, but that'll be coming out soon, hopefully by the end of the month, beginning of next month. I'm not pushing myself right now because I just don't need the added stress. Deep breath, right? Okay, that's it for me. I'm Jenna, also known as RetroLemon on Ravelry, Plurk, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, Fitbit, Weight Watchers, pretty much almost everywhere it seems like. And until next week, I will see you then. Bye.